Morning, Chris. Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, I. Anybody know what this group is without cheating? Anybody know the group without cheating? Morning, Aiden. Not much. Home fry. Morning, Jared. Be out there, another group. You guys are too young to know this group. If Parker has no idea, there's no way we're getting out of this. Yeah, I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if you knew the group. If you did, that would have been impressive. The group is Tower of Power. Tower of Power. We'll talk more about that later. Tower of Power, the Kings of Funk. Okay, Chris, I literally just said that. Like, I know there's a delay. Did you know that was Tower of Power? Really? Be honest. That came up on my screen as soon as I said it, which I think you typed it before I said it because I think there's like a 20-second delay. So you got to tell me, did you really know that? Noah thinks you really knew it. Yeah, if someone was going to know it, it might have been Chris. Man. I hate this delay. Okay, word of the day while we're waiting for Chris to answer me. It's Wednesday, April 15th. My 10 loyal people. You knew the actual chart too. What is hip? Did you Shazam it or something? Or did you really know that? Might have to start respecting you, Chris. Okay, Wednesday, April 15th. This is one of the weirder ones we've had. Gardyloo, Gardyloo, Gardyloo. It's interjection. Then get this. You'll never use this, by the way. We come up with a word of the day you'll never use. Gardyloo. The emphasis is on the loo. Gardyloo. Anyway, a warning cry that slop or waste was about to be thrown from an upstairs window to the street below. So next time you go out to your window to throw your garbage out of it into the street, you got to yell, Gardyloo! Just let them know it's coming. Here's the example. Gardyloo! The young mother cried before dumping the contents of the potty out the window. Gardyloo, there it is in all of its glory. You will never use that word. And if you do, you shouldn't be throwing stuff out the window into the street. Okay, Chris, I'm waiting. Get this. It's all it says. Newtonian, 120 milli. You might have the same. Mine might be 120. You might have the same telescope I do. I'll look it up because mine's Newtonian, and I thought mine was 120 also. Maybe it's more. Like it's. Oh well, I'll look. Okay, how was everybody's yesterday? Mine was boring. Boring. I am not proud of the fact that I sat and watched television for almost the whole day. And I get to the end of the day like that, and I don't feel good about myself. Like I have a headache usually, and I just feel down, and I don't feel good about anything that I did that day. Like went to bed just like. Then it just sets you up the next day to not want to do anything. It was bad. I should not. I knew better than that. Isaac, it's hard for me to get up this morning too. I'm with you, buddy. This week, it's the weather. You can't get outside. And if you do, it's freezing. So you just feel crappy. Yeah, this week's been bad. I don't know about you. I mean, I'm just saying mentally, it's just not been a good week for me. I don't know about the rest of you out there. Elizabeth's doing her online class. Is that like a wit class? Like, tell me more about this class, Elizabeth. It's going to be it's going to be, I don't have I mean, I've got usual stuff, but gonna be a short one today. You golfed 18 holes. It was freezing yesterday. I don't understand your comment, Isaac. Jared woke up, looked at the times. That's good. Health. Oh, you're getting a jump on it, Elizabeth. Good job. Good job, Elizabeth. Elizabeth Care, everybody, using her time wisely, getting a jump on the summer classes. Man, I tell you, this might be tied for the lowest attended live stream yet this year. Oh, you made bread, Elizabeth? Liz Christensen, what kind of bread you make? I made some rye the other week, and it was delicious. I love rye bread, and it's when you make it yourself, it's even better. So Liz, tell me what kind of bread you made. All right, let's move on with life. It was rye. Oh, good job. Did you do the caraway seeds and was it a recipe with molasses or not molasses? Tell me about your rye. Let's just have a discussion about rye bread. Okay. Hi, Jackie. I'm scared to start. Yeah, you should be scared to start your personal finance. I'm just going to sit here and wait for Liz to tell me about her rye bread. So this is going to be exciting for all of you. Person, no. Oh, there it is. Molasses. And yeah. Good job. What's to rank bread? What's better, sourdough or rye? Yeah, Liz, I bet you're similar. It's a similar recipe to the one I made. And I did two things with it. So I made a loaf and then I made little loaves. You know what I mean? Like you take you roll it up and you make a long thing and then you try to box it in a little bit and you make these little mini loaves, and then you cut them up. So the rye works really good because you make like a spread to go with it, and you put in you get this little piece of rye bread, and you put some like ham spread on it, and it's like you're a fancy party. So did you make a full size, like in one big loaf? So I did twice. I did the big loaves, and then I made a bunch of little tiny loaves. Little tiny loaves, Liz, do it. If you haven't done it, you gotta try it. All right. Oh, I got Esteban Emma making comments now. Okay, so let's move on with life. Enough of today on Bread Talk. We'll be discussing rye bread. Make sure if you're on turn off on March, you're practicing. Stuff's all on Canvas, so no excuses out there. She said, "Gotcha." Good. You don't cook it as long either. So you roll it up in a long tube, and you put it on. You put like 3 of them on a sheet. You cook it. You gotta really watch it though, because it'll burn. Here's your ASMR for the day. Here's today's ASMR, Chris. That's my beard coming back. Okay, this has already gotten out of control. So I reminded you earlier in the week, if you need supplies, order them online. And if you're not sure what to get, email me. I'm getting lonely, guys. I don't get very many emails anymore. It's like this week, you all went, we're out. We're done. Stop watching live stream. Stop emailing. We're just done. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm getting a little lonely. Send me emails. I'm a lonely person. Okay. So I decided. So yesterday we were talking about what do we do next? We're done with Star Wars, and I said not Marvel. There's too many of them. Then I got done with the live stream. I'm like, what? I got no time. Like, am I in a hurry for something? Like, so let's do Marvel. Why not? We're gonna head to the MCU, everybody. We're heading to the MCU for the next, I don't know, 3 months. So those of you who are big MCU fans, I try to list out like the franchises. Okay. So here I separated this into 3 categories in the MCU. We've got a full franchise, which to me is like at least 3 movies. Then you've got the movie with the sequels, the pairs, and then the one-offs, the single. Here's what I've got for the franchise movies that have at least 3 movies in it. Iron Man. There's 3 Iron Mans, right? Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. There are 3. I think there are 3. Yeah, I'll watch it. No, that's a lie. No, I'm not gonna spend 2 hours listening to that, but I might check it out. So 3 Iron Man movies, 3 Thor movies, right? 3 Captain America movies, because technically Civil War is a Captain America movie. Okay. I'll listen to the end now. And then there are 4 Avengers movies. Right? So you got Avengers, the second one that no one liked, the Age of Ultron, and then the 2 Infinity War, right? Am I missing any of the Avengers movies? There's 4 Avengers. So I've got Iron Man 3, Thor 3, Captain America 3, Avengers 4. Now here's what the Guardians of the Galaxy have 2. Not technically, there are 3 that's what I said. 3 Captain America movies. I don't know what you're see because of delay, Noah. I don't know what you gotta be more specific in your comments. So there's 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies, 2 Ant-Man movies, 2 Spider-Man movies. I'm not missing a Spider-Man movie, right? There's just the 2, Homecoming and the one-offs. You got Doctor Strange, Hulk, that first one, like not the first one. It was earlier before what's his face started playing the part. It's actually stars not Eric Bana, the other one is Edward Norton. Anyway, so there's the Hulk movie. I don't remember if it was the Incredible Hulk or just Hulk. There was 2. All right. There's 2 Hulk movies in recent history. One of them is technically not in the MCU. It's the Ang Lee, just horrible one. And I think that's the one that was Eric Bana. I think the one that counts is the Edward Norton one. Or maybe I've got them backwards. Someone can correct me on that. But is it the Incredible Hulk? One of them's really bad, and one of them's really bad. Like, neither one of them are good, but one is awful. The Ang Lee one is the awful one, where there's a lot of emotion towards the end, and I'm sorry, I didn't emotion towards the end. So let me yes, okay. Parker has confirmed it is the Edward Norton one. That is the MCU. So you got to tell me if I'm missing something. So 3 Iron Man, 3 Thor, 3 Captain America, 4 Avengers, 2 Guardians, 2 Ant-Man, 2 Spider-Man, a Doctor Strange, a Hulk, and a Captain Marvel. And a pear tree. Am I missing any MCU movies? I want to make sure get all this together. So 3 Iron Man, 3 Thor, 3 Captain America, 4 Avengers, 2 Guardian, 2 Ant-Man, 2 Spider-Man. Oh, Black Panther. Good job. Doctor Strange, Hulk, Captain Marvel, and then I got to add Black. I knew there was something I was missing. So Black Panther was a 1 movie too. A good one too. That Black Panther is like top 5. So I'm glad I got that one in there. So that's the list I'm going to start with. I'm going to figure out how to break this down. We'll come up with something, but that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 movies. To answer your question that you just asked me, Noah, I've got 23 MCU movies. Is that the correct count? Like Into the Spider-Verse is not an MCU movie, right? That really, really bad one on MCU. Fantastic Four is not MCU, correct? Even the new one. Black Widow is no, I haven't seen it, but you're right. That is a good job, Jonathan. Black Widow is a MCU movie. It just I'm not very many of us have seen it because it came out right before this whole. I don't know if you guys heard, there's a disease going around, a virus going around. Came before that did. So yeah, Black Widow does count. Good catch, Jonathan. Technically, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the TV shows count too. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., technically, though, no, it doesn't, because MCU, the C is cinematic. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is in the same universe. That it counts. It's canon. Oh, they moved it, Parker's saying. Okay, so it's not out yet. Okay. Is there other TV shows that count? Like some of the Netflix ones? I don't know if they count, like the Luke Cage and the there was more. There were I'm not counting TV shows. There's more coming too. There's the Winter Soldier and what's his face, Falcon coming out. Is there a Hawkeye TV show coming out too? I can't remember. All right, so we'll dig into the MCU the next few weeks. Recommendations today. I saw the other night. So Disney Plus posted they had a big concert for a celebration of the movie Coco. It was a live concert. And they did the songs, but there's not a lot of songs on Coco, so they added some stuff. At the end, actually, there's some great mariachi tunes at the end. They bring out a band, and they do a couple standard, awesome mariachi tunes, like hard ones like we haven't done, but they're ones I'd like to do. But so that was on Disney Plus. So that's up there if you want to see it. It's an hour, I think. It's It's good. It's not great. It's good. It made me a little sad because they, all those Coco songs that we were working on for our mariachi tour that we didn't perform. But um, yeah. By the way, those of you in top group, they did not do Son de la Negra. They did. They aren't ones maybe you guys would know if you're not into mariachi. They're ones I recognize. But anyway, they were great. Well done. Good singers all around. It was a good performance. The I was talking about crud. Oh, top group mariachi people. I got an email yesterday that says the factory closed in Mexico that our tries are being made in. So that tells me two things. One, they weren't done yet. Two, it ain't going to get done anytime soon. So I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Like, whatever. Okay, music today was Tower of Power. A great like 70s funk band. Like if you like that old school, we were talking about decades yesterday. It's like real instruments. It's they are the masters of like that funk, like a funky FUNK funk. That was What Is Hip. It was the first chart I will play for you. One of their popular ones with me in called Soul Vaccination. Anyway, Soul Vaccination will be at the end. But Tower of Power, classic funk band. So here's the book. I got it. I told you I was going to start a new book, and it scared me a little bit when I got it. So it's Ken Follett. It's called, maybe it's Follett if it's French. I don't know. Pillars of the Earth. Look at this, though. My goodness. That is going to take me at least 2 days. I'm kidding. It'll take me like a month. Because I'll sit down and read a little bit at a time, but if anybody wants to read along with me, anybody out there want to grab Pillars of the Earth, we'll read it together. You let me know. Someone out there want to get Pillars of the Earth? I'd like to be able to discuss it with somebody, but I'm not like, I don't know. I hope it's good because I don't like investing my time into something like this and then it not be good. It got lots of great reviews, and so I'm gonna try. Ken Follett, The Pillars of the Earth. Someone out there, I dare you, one of you 18 people, it's according to YouTube, it's probably like, I don't know if it's more or less, but one of you people out there, Pillars of the Earth, get it, read it with me. All right. Yes, Jersey Boys is a musical. I do not like it. I think it's a garbage musical. If you want, we could do a whole podcast on musicals. Well, that'd be fun. I might do that. I'm a huge Broadway nerd. Like I've ever since I was a middle schooler, I went and saw a high school production. Like my parents took me to see Hello Dolly. Like the high school did it. It was in the the gymnatorium, which is a gym with a stage on it. And yeah, Chris, I'm talking about a book club. We're gonna do book club. First book, Pillars of the Earth. So the first musical I saw was Hello Dolly. I wasn't in middle school. I had to be like 5th grade. I think I was still in elementary. And I just remember being like, what is this? Like, what? I mean, I'm sure it wasn't a good performance, but I was amazed by it. And I was hooked. I still clearly, I remember how it felt to sit there. I remember what the stage looked like. That just burned into me. And ever since then, I've been a huge musical theater fan. We could do a Broadway show sometime, but Jersey Boys is garbage musical. The music's fine. Like it's based on Force. What's the group? He sings high. Oh Lord, I failed at life. Anyway, the music's good, but it's a garbage musical. Okay, let's get on with life. Theory today. So why is people saying bruh? Oh, bruh. Don't to be dumb. 4 Seasons. Thank you, Liz. My goodness, I couldn't come up with that. 4 Seasons. So a theory today. We are going to do. I talked yesterday about. I reviewed the sharps and flats. I said there are lots of different ways to come up with minors. I'm going to talk about a couple terms today. One is parallel and relative. So you can have parallel keys and relative keys. Parallel keys have the same name. So G major's parallel minor is G minor. And that's what I was talking about yesterday, how if you find the major, you add 3 flats. So G major has 1 sharp, it's F sharp. So G minor would have 2 flats. So you take away the sharp, add 2 flats. You always go down 3. So I don't have that soundtrack, Chris. Sorry. So that's parallel. So if I said A major has 3 sharps, I said, what's the parallel minor? It's A minor. It's the same name, just minor, and that's where you add the 3 flats. So A major has 3 sharps, A minor has nothing. You take the 3 sharps away. Okay. The other term is called relative. So relative, a major and minor have the same key signature. So if I said to you, C major has no sharps or flats, what is the relative minor? You need to find the minor key that has no sharps or flats. And you can do that by going to the 6th scale degree. Ben Moran mentioned yesterday, go down 2 notes. It's the same, and we're talking the same language here, okay? So if I said C major has no sharps or flats, I said, what's the relative minor, which means what minor has the same key signature? You go to the C major scale and go to the 6th note, C, D, E, F, G, A. A minor and C major are relatives. They have the same key signature, no sharps or flats. So Ben was saying go down 2 notes. It's the same thing, right? So C, go down a note as B, down a note as A. It works. It's just harder for a lot of people to work backwards. So it's easier just to go with the 6th scale degree. Just count up the 6th scale degree. Then you make sure you get the right note. So again, parallel means the same name. Relative means the same key signature. The way I remember that is when you're relatives, you share DNA. So the key signature is your DNA. So the relative key signatures have the same DNA, the same key signature. All right. So I'll do one more. If I said F major has 1 flat, I say, what's the parallel minor? It's the same name. So F minor is the parallel minor. That's where you add 3 flats. So F minor has 4 flats. If I said, what's the relative minor to F major has 1 flat. So you go to the 6th scale degree, F, G, A, B flat, C, D. That means D minor and F major have the same key signature. They both have 1 flat. Okay, so that's how you figure out both ways. It's one of those things, and so those who take a theory, like it takes a few times. It's like, whoa, what? And to me, it's easy. It's like, oh, I've been doing this. Like, so I'll explain it again a couple more times. And again, these little theory lessons are just some of you who like theory, who can get it, great. I'm not trying to make everybody a theory student here, but I'm Pickle Rick. No, I'm not. So I'll do it again tomorrow. Like the rest of the week, I'm not adding anything. We're just going to keep going through examples to see if some of you can pick up on what I'm laying down. All right. So we're going to do variations 3 and 4 on variations on a Korean folk song today. I told you it's going to start taking off. It's going to take off at variation 3 and go all the way to the end, just build and build and build and build. And it's a really cool ending, I think. So we're starting with variation 3. Those of you have the music that starts with the Allegro con brio. It's measure 116. It's very march-like at the beginning, and the horns have this. The horns and low brass go boom, 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 boom. It moves up and down the key, and then the trumpets come in with probably one of the hardest parts in the piece for trumpets. It's that melody, yum, ba da da da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. So it keeps going, and it's pretty fast. Then the woodwinds are going to come in. I want to point out a couple things too when we get there. So this is the beginning of the 3rd variation in Variations on a Korean Folk Song. Trumpets. Woodwinds. Now check out this horn line coming up. There's this little counter melody coming in, and the horns. It's really cool. It's hard. Now listen to how he uses accents. I always preach on you guys how important accents are. They're the spices. They're the flavor that adds a little punch. Coming up, he's going to use those accents. Like it's been going jump, boom, jump, jump, beat 1 accents. He's going to throw an accent on beat 2. Just kind of throws a little sideways wrench in there a little bit coming up. And they all descend. And then the timpani player makes the hardest transition in this piece. He's gonna the timpani player go yum. So it's 1 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2. It's in 6 8. Then it's gonna go to 3 2, and 3 2 time is cut time, but with 3 beats in a measure. So cut time is 2 2. You got 2 beats in a measure. That's the top number. Bottom number, the bottom 2 means half notes get a beat. So when we're conducting it, these are half notes, and there's 2 per beat. In 3 2 time, it's still cut time, but with 3 beats in measure. So it's gonna be half note, half note, half note, half note. So it's gonna go from 6 8 yum so the timpani has to stay the same while the meter changes. It's harder than it sounds. So I'll help you through that, because then the whole band comes in with the melody is ya ba ba da. It's sustained and big and flowing, because this whole thing is about building. And the whole time while it's flowing, the timpani just keeps going. It keeps that pulse going, and it kind of this intense like push. It just moves the music forward until we get to the last variation, which I will touch on tomorrow, which is my favorite variation. So here's the transition out of variation 3 going into variation 4. If you can hear the timpani, I don't know if you can very well. 2 3. The timpani's still going. There's a little run. I don't know if you can hear the timpani, but it's just down there. And then it gets awesome, because it starts with this little fugue, and it's all percussion. It's going to be snare, then snare with cymbal, then snare with cymbal and gong, and then snare with cymbal and gong and tempo block, and then snare, cymbal and gong and tempo block and vibraphones. It just adds, and it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds to the end, and it's glorious. It's a big, glorious ending. I love it. Okay. Whew. We got through it. We'll do variation 5 tomorrow. I'm working on it. It's cold in my basement. I keep getting a runny nose. I'm working on a guest for tomorrow. I'm trying. Was supposed to have one today, and I didn't get it lined up for one reason or another. But I got one hopefully for tomorrow. We'll see. I'm working on it for tomorrow, and then the Rhinos will be with us on Friday as always. And I'll put some thought into this Marvel discussion, this MCU discussion. Email me if you want parts for variations. We got a couple days left on that, or just to say how things are going. I'm going to do a second pickup day on Friday between 3 and 4. Just send me an email saying what you'll be driving and when. There should be very many of you left. I've only gotten 2 or 3 emails from people who still need to pick stuff up. A lot of you got your stuff that Tuesday when we closed school, and like I said, we handed out 30 more instruments on Monday. So most of you have your instruments now. But if you still need something between 3 and 4 on Friday, I won't have a spreadsheet. Just send me an email saying what you need. And it'll be the same situation. I'll bring it out to the curb and drop it for you. Check Canvas. I know Mrs. Reiner put some more mariachi stuff up today, some easier stuff, more geared towards the middle schoolers, but she said she's going to get something harder up later this week. So keep checking that on Canvas. Guys, make sure you're playing your instruments. I don't care how. Play them. All right. Someone emailed me the other day and said they bought a stupid like Disney songbook from Amazon, and it's awesome. Great. I'm sure it's easy, but it's fun, and you're playing. You've got to be playing your instrument. If you're not playing your instrument at all, it's gonna be in bad shape, real bad shape. So my beg of you, pick the instrument up and play it. Play something. Get especially brass players, because your muscles. Every day you don't play, you're losing these muscles. Everything you built up is going away every single day. So play them. If you didn't know, I didn't know this till today. I had a department meeting this morning. Mrs. Reiner has been starting to do like Wednesday night Facebook Live music. So she's going to do it again tonight at 7 o'clock on her. She's like a music business page. So check that out. It's going to be on Facebook Live. You have to find her page. But she said 7 o'clock tonight. She's going to try to do that on Wednesdays. It's her and Aaron Larson. So if you want some live music tonight on Facebook, check it out. I will leave you with a little more Tower of Power. This is Soul Vaccination. There it goes. Oh, it's loud. There we go. As always, take care of each other. Hopefully see you tomorrow morning.
So vaccination all across the nation, keep you from catching monkeypox.